What's up, guys? This is EJ Holland with the Wolverine.com, and we are back with another episode of the Michigan Recruiting Report. And the Wolverines have scored another big commitment on the recruiting trail. Before we dive into that, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel for free, get notifications every time we drop new videos. And if you're not a subscriber to the Wolverine.com, make sure to subscribe today. Use the promo code UM1. That's $1 for 2 months over at thewolverine.com. Again, get exclusive insider information on everything recruiting, as well as the team, transfer portal, basketball recruiting, and so much more. Plus, you get to be part of a message board with thousands and thousands of users. All right, guys. So like I said, Michigan has scored a massive commitment. This time, it's Travis Johnson, On300 wide receiver out of Chesapeake, Virginia, goes to powerhouse Oscar Smith. A big win for Michigan. Travis Johnson has long been considered a top priority on Michigan's recruiting board. And, you know, one of my personal favorite recruits throughout the cycle. Obviously, I made the move to Virginia a few years ago, and Travis was one of the first recruits I started to cover as an underclassman, and just kind of seeing him rise through the ranks and become one of the top wide receivers in the country and now commit to the school I cover, Michigan. It's definitely been an awesome ride, and I've really enjoyed covering Johnson and his family. His mother, Tiffany, is awesome as well, and it's great to see him side with Michigan so I can keep covering him, but also a big win for Michigan because he's such a talent as a pure outside receiver. He's a big body at 6'3", 180 pounds, but he's silky smooth, just a terrific operator as a route runner, in and out of breaks, super quick. Like I always say about Travis Johnson, I've said this a million times, he runs routes like a small guy. He's very polished as a pure wide receiver. So Michigan's obviously still recruiting Calvin Russell, who is set to make his decision tomorrow. But I would say Travis Johnson is a better wide receiver right now than Calvin Russell, who is ranked as a 5-star. There is a lot to love about Travis. Like I said, he can be that bigger body. He can be that pure route runner if you need him to. You can line him up in the slot and create mismatches as well. He's super athletic. He's a guy who also stars on the basketball court. I think that Travis can come in and make an immediate impact at Michigan. It wouldn't be surprising to see him get into rotation, maybe even start as a true freshman. He brings that type of talent. He can be a go-to weapon for Bryce Underwood. In fact, on Johnson's official visit, as well as a couple of his unofficial visits, he had a chance to spend extended time with Bryce Underwood, and those two are already clicking. So I'm sure they'll have no issue forming chemistry and forming a dynamic 1-2 combo there in Ann Arbor. I think that Ron Bellamy deserves a lot of credit in this recruitment. You know, Bellamy has gotten so much flack throughout the entire, time he's been recruiting receivers, basically, because Michigan hasn't been able to really land those big fish. And I think the criticism has been unwarranted. Bellamy has been trying to recruit wide receivers to an offense that is has historically been very run heavy, and Michigan hasn't spent a ton of NIL at the position either. That is changing now. You have Bryce Underwood. You want to surround him with high-end weapons. Obviously, Travis is one. I think Michigan did a great job of dealing with his agent, Latish Kinsler, and you're seeing Michigan make a run at Calvin Russell as well. They are very willing to spend NIL on wide receiver this cycle. And then, the offense is opening up a bit. You have an easy sell in Bryce Underwood, the former #1 overall recruit in the country, former 5-star quarterback, and a new offensive coordinator in Chip Lindsey, who has, the proof is in the pudding. The offenses he's had in the past, they've been committed to running the ball, but they've also thrown a lot as well. They're very balanced. You saw what he did at North Carolina. He had Amarion Hampton as his running back, who, obviously went to the NFL, but he also had a first-round draft pick in Drake May at quarterback, who, threw for thousands and thousands of yards. So I think that Lindsey bringing a more balanced attack, having Bryce Underwood, spending NIL at the position, now Ron Bellamy can really flourish as a recruiter. He's always been a great relationship builder. His one cycle where he recruited the secondary, Michigan landed some really highly touted players back there. So I think that Bellamy deserves a ton of credit in this recruitment. I think Sean McGee, Michigan's general manager, like I said, did a great job in this recruitment as well. Sharon Moore did a fantastic job. So overall, a great win. Michigan beating out, the likes of Penn State and Georgia and South Carolina for Travis Johnson. Big time land here for the Wolverines. And for even more coverage on the Travis Johnson commitment, make sure to head over to thewolverine.com. Remember to use that promo code UM1. That's $1 for 2 months over at thewolverine.com. Also, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Michigan picking up commitments at a rapid pace, more scheduled throughout the weekend. So remember to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, get alerts every time a new video drops, which is frequent. Like I said, the commitments are coming often, and we'll see you next time Michigan picks up a commitment.